Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome to Special Education with Hamid Naqvi. Let's continue practicing MCQs relating to visually impaired children. Here we start. What is the term for complete blindness in one or both eyes? Amblyopia, anopsia, glaucoma, or presbyopia? Correct answer is anopsia. And we know anopsia refers to the absence of vision in one or both eyes. Which type of cataract is most common in older adults? Congenital cataract, traumatic cataract, senile cataract, secondary cataract. The answer is senile cataract. Senile cataract are age-related and common in older adults. What causes hypertensive retinopathy? High blood pressure, low blood pressure, increased cholesterol, elevated blood sugar. Answer is high blood pressure. Hypertensive retinopathy results from damage to retinal blood vessels due to high blood pressure. Next is, what is the primary risk factor for developing diabetic retinopathy? Obesity, long duration of diabetes, smoking, high cholesterol. Answer is long duration of diabetes. The longer a person has diabetes, the higher their risk of developing diabetic retinopathy. Which disease is commonly associated with blindness in premature infants? Retinopathy of prematurity, cataracts, retinitis pigmentosa, glaucoma. Answer: retinopathy of prematurity. Retinopathy of prematurity occurs due to abnormal retinal development in premature babies. Next is, what is a screen reader? It is a device to magnify text, software converting text to speech, a braille writing tool, or a low vision simulation. Answer is software converting text to speech. Screen readers read out digital text aloud, aiding a visually impaired user in accessing content on computers and mobile devices. Which of these devices helps with reading for individuals with low vision? Hearing aids, magnifying glasses, wheelchairs, or cochlear implants? Answer is magnifying glasses. Magnifying glasses enlarge text or images to make them more visible for individuals with low vision. What is a refreshable braille display? A book with raised dots, a tactile device converting digital text to braille, a screen magnifier, or a voice-based tool? Answer is a tactile device converting digital text to braille. Refreshable braille displays use dynamic pins to represent braille characters, making digital text accessible. Which organization is often involved in providing services to visually impaired? WHO, WIPO, UNESCO, or ITU? Answer is WHO. The World Health Organization works on initiatives to prevent blindness and support individuals with visual impairment. What is the primary function of the lacrimal glands? To produce aqueous humor, to secrete tears for lubrication, to adjust the shape of the lens, to regulate intraocular pressure? Answer is to secrete tears for lubrication. Lacrimal glands produce tears to keep the eyes moist and help remove debris. Which structure connects the eye to the brain? Optical nerve, cellular body, choroid, or retina? Correct answer is optical nerve. The optical nerve transmits visual information from retina to the brain for interpretation. Next MCQ is, what is the role of ciliary body in the eye? It produces the vitreous humor, it controls the curvature of the lens, it provides nutrients to the sclera, it adjusts pupil size. Answer is, it controls the curvature of the lens. The cellular body contains muscles that adjust the lens for focusing on near or distant objects. Which layer of the retina is responsible for absorbing excess light to prevent scattering? Pigmented layer, neural layer, fovea, ganglion cell layer. Answer is pigmented layer. The pigmented layer absorbs excess light to enhance image clarity by preventing light scattering. What is the role of cellular body in the eye? It produces the vitreous humor, it controls the curvature of the lens, it provides nutrients to the sclera, it adjusts pupil size. Answer is, it controls the curvature of the lens. The cellular body contains muscles that adjust the lens for focusing on near or distant objects. What is the purpose of auditory traffic signals for visually impaired individuals? To signal the arrival of the public transport, to provide verbal street directions, to indicate when it is safe to cross the street, to alert of nearby obstacles. The answer is to indicate when it is safe to cross the street. Explanation: auditory traffic signals provide auditory cues to inform visually impaired individuals when it is safe to cross roads. Next is, what is a key difference between the human guide technique and independent mobility? Independent mobility requires no training. Human guide technique relies on another person for navigation. Human guide technique is only for indoor use, and independent mobility excludes the use of assistive devices. Correct answer is, human guide technique relies on another person for navigation. The human guide technique involves a sighted individual assistant a visually impaired person to navigate. What does the Victor Reader device help visually impaired individuals with? Navigating public spaces, reading books and accessing digital content, detecting obstacles, monitoring blood pressure. Answer is reading books and accessing digital content. Victor Reader is an audiobook player designed for visually impaired individuals to access and listen to the books and files. What is the goal of tactile skill training? To improve auditory comprehension, to teach the use of braille and tactile maps, to enhance peripheral vision, to train guide dogs. The answer is to teach the use of braille and tactile maps. The tactile skill training helps visually impaired individuals learn to interpret braille and tactile symbols for information and navigation. What is the coactive method in mobility training? An independent cane used without assistance, guiding a visually impaired person through physical contact, using electronic aids for navigation, teaching self-guided techniques. Answer is guiding a visually impaired person through physical contact. The coactive method involves a trainer physically guiding the individuals to demonstrate movement and techniques. Which device is used to manually create braille on paper? Refreshable braille displays, braille slate and stylus, Perkins Brailler or Braille embosser? Answer is braille slate and stylus. The slate and stylus are simple tools for manually embossing braille on paper. According to WHO, blindness is defined as visual acuity of less than 6 by 18 in better eye, 6 by 60 in better eye, or 3 by 60 in better eye, or 1 by 60 in better eye with best possible correction. Answer is 3 by 60 in better eye with best possible correction. The WHO defines blindness as a visual acuity of less than 3 by 60 in a better eye, meaning the individual can see only 3 meters, what a person with normal vision sees at 60 meters. What does low vision mean according to the WHO? Complete loss of vision, visual acuity of less than 6 by 18 but equal to or better than 3 by 16, better eye with correction, inability to see at night, vision impairment that is untreatable. Answer is visual acuity of less than 6 by 18 but equal to or better than 3 by 60 in better eye with correction. Low vision refers to significant visual impairment that is not correctable with standard glasses, contact lens, or surgery. Blindness is categorized under which level of visual impairment? Mild, moderate, severe, profound. Answer is profound. Blindness is considered a profound level of visual impairment where functional vision is extremely limited or absent. What is the visual field limitation in blindness as defined by WHO? Less than 90, less than 60, less than 20, or less than 10 degrees? The answer is less than 20 degrees. A visual field of less than 20 degrees in the better eye with correction qualifies as blindness under WHO standards. In the context of Rights of Persons with Disabilities Act 2016 in India, low vision is defined as visual acuity less than 360, visual impairment that cannot be corrected but allows the functional vision, total absence of sight, or vision impairment resulting from injury. Answer is visual impairment that cannot be corrected but allows for functional vision. Low vision is defined as significant vision impairment that is not completely corrected but still enables some functional vision. In children, blindness is often measured by difficulty in night vision, ability to recognize letters, inability to see objects at any distance, visual acuity, and functional vision tasks. Answer is visual acuity and functional vision tasks. Children blindness is assessed through a combination of visual acuity tests and observations of functional vision in real-world tasks. What is the legal definition of blindness in most countries? Visual acuity of 2 by 20 in better eye, visual acuity of 20 by 200 or less in the better eye, total absence of sight in both eyes, inability to differentiate light and dark. Answer is visual acuity of 2 by 200 or less in the better eye with correction. Legal blindness is defined as a visual acuity of 2 by 20 or worse in the better eye with the best possible correction. The term functional blindness refers to complete loss of sight, inability to perform daily tasks despite having some vision, loss of peripheral vision only, temporary loss of vision due to illness. Answer is inability to perform daily tasks despite having some vision. So functional blindness indicates that the individual has residual vision but is unable to use it effectively for practical tasks. Which term describes visual impairment that cannot be improved with glasses or contact lens? Blindness, low vision, refractive error, or irreversible vision loss. Refractive error. Refractive error refers to vision problems that can be corrected by glasses, contact lens, or refractive surgery. In the International Classification of Diseases, low vision is classified as a primary disability, a functional impairment under the visual impairment, a curable condition, or a symptom of aging. Answer is a functional impairment under visual impairment. The ICD-11 classifies low vision as part of the broader category of visual impairment that affects daily functioning. What is the most common material used for braille embossing? Plastic, cardboard, heavy-duty paper, or aluminum sheets? Answer is heavy-duty paper. Heavy-duty paper is durable and suitable for creating tactile braille dots. How many braille characters are possible with a single cell? 26, 63, 128, or 256? Answer is 63. A braille cell can produce 63 unique characters using different combinations of 6 dots. What is the first step in learning braille for children? Understanding braille contractions, learning dot positions and basic letters, practicing with tactile maps, using a braille slate and stylus. Answer is learning dot position and basic letters. Learning the basic letters and dots position is fundamental for building braille literacy.